Hi everyone, this is Professor Mercado and welcome to Foreign Language 1. To give you a start of today's subject, let's have first some facts and ideas about Japan, the land of the rising sun. And here are the 40 fun facts about Japan. In this discussion, I want to share with you some interesting facts about the Japanese and facts about Japan. Population as of 2021 is 125,497,000. Capital city, Tokyo. Current exchange rate, $1 is equals to 112.400 Japanese yen. And first on our list, Japan consists of over 6,800 islands. According to this definition, the Japanese archipelago consists of 6,852 islands, including the northern territories, of which 421 are inhabited and more than 90% uninhabited. Number 2. Japan has a suicide forest called the perfect place to die. The Aokigahara Forest has the unfortunate distinction of the world's second most popular place to take one's life. The first is the Golden Gate Bridge. Number 3. Animated Japanese films and television shows, or the anime, account for 60% of the world's animation-based entertainment. So successful is the animation in Japan that there are almost 130 voice acting schools in the country. Number 4. 28% of the Japanese population is aged 65 and older, the highest proportion in the world. Japan has more than 70,000 people who are over 100 years old. Number 5. Raised floors help indicate when to take off slippers or shoes. At the entrance to a home in Japan, the floor will usually be raised about 6 inches, indicating you should take off your shoes and put on slippers. If the house has a tatami mat room, its floor may be raised 1 to 2 inches, indicating you should take off your slippers. Number 6. Japan has just 2 gun-related homicides per year on average. Japan feels very safe in general. They say you could leave your wallet on the floor of the busiest metro station and come back an hour later to still find it there, untouched. Number 7. Japanese trains are among the world's most punctual. Their average delay is just 18 seconds. Number 8. Square watermelons are grown by Japanese farmers for easier stock and store. Number 10. Japan's birth rate is so slow that adults' diapers are sold more than baby diapers. Number 11. The Japanese, or the only Japanese survivor of the Titanic, was called a coward in his country for not dying with the other passengers. Number 12. In Japan, there are maid cafes. Maid cafes, Hepburn, Meido, Kisa, or Meido Cafe, are a subcategory of a cosplay restaurants found predominantly in Japan. In these cafes, waitresses dressed in a maid costumes act as servants and treat customers as masters in a private home rather than as a cafe patrons. Number 13. Around 24 billion pairs of chopsticks are used in Japan each year. Number 14. 685 kids were rushed to hospitals in Japan in 1997 after an intense Pokemon episode that caused dizziness, vomiting, and seizures. Number 15. Japan has more than 4 million vending machines, offering anything from soda to sex toys and live carbs. 16. Ronald McDonald is called Donald McDonald in Japan due to a lack of a clear R sound in Japanese. Number 17. Many hot springs and public bathhouses in Japan ban customers with tattoos from entering because they see a possible affiliation with gangs. Number 18. They use more paper for comics than for toilet paper in Japan. More than 500 categories of manga are released each month. Some Playboy commentators once estimated the Japanese use more paper for the telephone book-sized comics than for toilet paper. Many analysts say that this medium is more influential than television or newspapers. Number 19. Sometimes the trains in Japan are so crowded, railway staff are employed to cram passengers inside. Number 20. If you commit suicide in Japan by jumping in front of a train, the family of the deceased will be charged an disruption fee. 21. In Japan, there is a train that floats above the tracks by magnetism, reaching 550 km per hour or 311 mph. Number 22. Norway introduced salmon sushi to the Japanese in the 80s. In the mid-80s, Norway needed to do something with its excess salmon, so the government started considering its exporting options. As a fish-loving nation with a strong sushi tradition, Japan seemed like the perfect market, so a delegation was sent in 1985 including Tor Listau, Norwegian Fisheries Ministry. 23. In Japan, there is a crying sumo contest where wrestlers compete to see who can make a baby cry first. The baby's cries are intended to reach God, and parents hope that their little ones will grow healthy and strong. 24. Coffee is so popular in Japan that Japanese imports approximately 80% of Jamaica's annual coffee production. Number 25. Japan have a built-in bidet system for spraying your backside. These are known as washets and are now the norm in homes and nicer restrooms. However, in some train stations and other public restrooms, you may still find the traditional Japanese floor toilet. Number 26. When you use the restroom in someone's home, you may need to put on designated bathroom slippers so as not to contaminate the rest of the home. Number 27. Noodles, especially soba, are slurped. Somewhat loudly when eaten, it has been said slurping indicates the food is delicious. The slurping also serves to cool down the hot noodles for eating. Number 28. In a sumo training stable, the junior Rikishi sumo wrestlers must wash and bathe their senior sumo wrestlers and make sure their hard-to-reach places are clean. Number 29. Ovens are not nearly as commonplace as rice cookers in a Japanese households. Number 30. Geisha means person of the arts, and the first geisha were actually men. Number 31. In Japan, non-smoking areas were and often still are difficult to find in restaurants, including family restaurants. Many of Japan's politicians have an interest in the tobacco industry. In April 2020, however, Tokyo was the first city in Japan to finally implement a smoking ban. Number 32. There is almost no immigration in Japan. The population is 98.5% ethnic Japanese. Number 33. Japan is the world's largest consumer of Amazon rainforest timber. 34. The Greater Tokyo area is the largest metropolitan area in the world with over 37 million people. Number 35. Tokyo is often thought to be one of the most expensive cities in the world to live in, but that is actually not true anymore. 36. Sushi used to be eaten as a street food. Number 37. The world's most expensive tuna was sold in Japan for $3.1 million at Tokyo Fish Market. Number 39. Japanese sake is made from fermented rice. And last on our list, number 40. The fortune cookie dates back to the 19th century and was the first made in Kyoto, Japan. And that ends our fun facts about Japan. Please be guided to the following question. Question number 1. Among all of the facts about Japan, which one do you like the most and why? Question number 2. Among all of the facts about Japan, which one do you don't like and why? Question number 3. How do you find the culture of Japan? Question number 4. Given a chance to travel, would you take a trip to Japan and why? Question number 5. As a tourism professional, how can you promote Japan in terms of culture, people, food, and language? And last, enumerate the Japanese words you have watched or read together with the English translation. And that ends our discussion. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me right away. Happy weekend, everyone!